Hey everyone, so I am here for Alaina's 4-month update for her 4 months. Yeah, you see the camera? I do 4-month updates is, if you haven't seen already, is from 0 to the first month would be like month 1, and then 1 to 2 months would be month 2, and so on and so forth. So right now I'm doing month 3 to when she turned 4 months. So right after she turned 3 months, she switched. She was in size 2 diapers, and then she switched to size 3. She was barely in size 2 diapers because I had tons of 1s, so I tried using them all, and then she was literally in a size 2 diaper for like a week. And then she switched to 3s, and the 3s were a little bit big on her at first, but now they are starting to fit her a little bit better. She's still teething. She had lots of drool and things like that, yeah, and you could kind of see the swollen marks on the 2 bottom teeth where they may be coming in. She definitely found her voice this month. She likes to scream and she squeals, and she does it when she wants someone to get up or when she gets really excited, and I don't just mean like little baby squeals, like I mean screaming, like she goes, ah, like really, really loud, don't you? Don't you? Yes, you do. She's kind of settled down on that a little bit, but she still does it quite a bit. She likes to sing herself to sleep if I don't. So basically during nap times, if she wants to go to sleep and I'm holding her and I'm rocking her, if I'm not singing to her, she goes, wah, 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 wah. And the minute I start singing to her, she stops, and she likes to listen to me sing her to sleep, don't you? So now she is in 3-month clothes, and she wears 3 to 6. Her 0 to 3-month clothes are getting a little bit small for her. She's getting chubby wubbies. If you look at her legs, she has chubbers in them, huh? Don't you? In the middle of the night for her feedings, she usually falls right back asleep. Before, how I was saying, it took her a while, like an hour or so, to fall back down to sleep. Now she just gets up, she eats, and while she's nursing, she falls asleep, and I can put her back in her crib pretty easy, and she goes right back to sleep. Okay, so my husband just took her so that way I can finish this video. She's only been getting up like 1 or at the most 2 times a night, so that's pretty good. She's been going to bed around 9, 10 o'clock, and then she sleeps through the night and then gets up once at 5 o'clock to eat, and then she goes back to sleep usually until around 9 or 10, so that's awesome. She sometimes is still sleeping 12 hours straight through the night. One night this week she slept from 8 o'clock till 8 in the morning, which was like crazy. When I looked at the monitor, I was like, oh my gosh, she went to bed at 8. I was expecting her to get up a few times because she doesn't normally go to bed that early, and she slept the whole way through. She must have been super tired, but she did do that. She's done that a few times, but that's more of like a rarity. She's been eating every 2 hours, but when she goes through growth spurts, she's definitely eating like every hour, sometimes even more. And sometimes that continues on into the night too, where she'll get up like 2 or 3 times to eat, but that's usually not the case. Normally it's just a daytime thing that changes for her. She still hates her tummy time. We don't practice it with her that much, to be honest. She isn't rolling yet, which I know has a large part to do with us holding her and stuff, but I did talk to my pediatrician at her 4-month checkup, and she said sometimes that's a milestone that babies skip altogether, and most babies don't do it until they're 4.5 months. So she said give her a few weeks and see. And the other thing too is I think she might be rolling at night and stuff, except for I still swaddle her on the bottom part. I don't swaddle her arms in. I never did, even when she came home. So it's just her legs to keep them from like going up and things like that, so she sleeps more secure at night. So that could also be a reason why she isn't rolling. She is starting to get a little bit harder to entertain this month, only because she wants to do so much things, but her physical limitations are hindering her from being able to do those because she can't like crawl yet and do all that stuff. So she counts on us a lot to be able to entertain her and play with her, which does make it a little bit harder sometimes, but that's fine. She is starting to want to sit up. When we lay her down, like I can see her like going, like trying to sit up, and she likes to help, like when we help her and assist her to stand up a little bit on her own, she likes to do that. She is blowing bubbles a lot. She does raspberries where she goes, and like she gets little bubbles and stuff when she does that from all of the saliva. And like I said, she's been screaming and yelling, so she's been a lot more vocal lately. Even when she wants to get up and do things, she goes, like that. and like where she feels frustrated, she's going like to try and move around, so it's really cute. She is down to 3 naps a day now. She usually takes one about an hour and a half to 2 hours after she wakes up in the morning, and then she takes another one around, I want to say 2, and then another one around 5 o'clock. And each nap is usually only between 20 to 40 minutes depending. And she usually either takes them in her crib or while I'm holding her. At her 4-month doctor's appointment, she was 15 pounds of 1 ounce. She was 25.5 inches long. Her head circumference was 16, and they said at her weight she was in the 68th percentile, and I think that was pretty similar to height too. So she dropped a little bit in the height percentile, and in the she shot up in the weight one. So she was doing fine on her weight. She was just a little bit more than average for people her age. I was really surprised this time when she got her shots. She got 3 in her legs and 1 oral. They had me administer the oral one first, but the very first shot that she got in her leg, she didn't even cry at all. She just looked at the nurse and was like super confused. And then the second one that she got, she started to whimper a little bit. Her bottom lip went like... And then the third one that she got, which was the one that they freeze and it's cold, which the nurse warned us that was the one that most babies always cry at. She got that one and then she just started crying. But at her 2-month appointment, after she got her shots, she cried like the whole entire way home. And this time after, she just cried for a little bit and then she was fine. And the whole entire day she acted like herself, like she'd never even gotten shots. And then starting around 4 o'clock, I think it like hit her that I think she had gotten shots, and she started crying. And for probably a good hour, she was just like kind of crying and whining and stuff like that. And so my husband and I just put some ice packs on her, gave her some baby Tylenol before her shots and throughout the day until bedtime, and just held her, and she fell asleep. She took one really good nap, about 2 hours. She woke up and she felt much better for the rest of the day. While we were at the doctor's office, she told us to start doing vitamin D shots, and so I have given it to her a few times since then, but to be honest, she's out and about more than most babies, and she's out in the sun and stuff. It's not like she's sitting out there tanning or anything, but she does get a lot of vitamin D just from the sun alone. So I don't give it to her every day if we've been outside a lot. The doctor said she's met all of her milestones thus far, and we don't need to be concerned about anything. I did ask about her, it's not huge, but in the back of her head she does have a minor flat spot, and it's on her right side because in her crib she lays like this when she's sleeping off to her side, and she favors this side a little bit, so she does have like a minor one. Nothing to be like super concerned about where she'd need to have any interventions or anything, but I just wanted to make sure so I could catch it if something was developing from it. And the doctor said not to worry about it, and for her, she thinks it'll go away when she starts to hit the 6-month milestone, just because that's when she'll start sitting up more and things like that. So it should go away, and she says she sees that in most babies. She did say to start trying to exercise her a little bit more, so instead of holding her as much, which I said that we do, to lay her down and get her muscles going and let her try some more tummy time and practice sitting up with her and things like that, so she continues to meet all of her milestones. She also said that we could start doing solids with her, even though the recommendation that even she goes along with now is 6 months old due to allergies and things like that, only because she was starting to eat every single hour and starting to get up more at night. And she's like, okay, well, she seems like a good candidate to start perhaps only the rice cereal. The 5-month mark, try and start her more on the purees and things like that. So that's probably something that we are going to be starting. Also said, which I was so excited about, she was like, she's such a good baby, because I mean she sees so many babies all the time. That's her job. She sees kids all day long, and when she saw her, she's like, she seems to be so happy and just overall super smiley and nothing wrong with her. She didn't have diaper rash, anything like that. So that was an awesome compliment to get. Sums it up for her 4-month appointment. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. She's growing to be such a big girl, and I can't believe that she's 4 months already. If you guys have any questions, comment below and I'll be happy to answer them for you. And I guess that's it, and I will see you guys for her 5-month update.